Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch, and this is the project we're making today. This is the Peekaboo slider box, and you untie the ribbon, and then it slides open just like that, okay? So I'm going to set this aside. These are the supplies that we're going to be using today, and there is a free PDF and a box template over on my website. It's free for you to print. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to stamp the images, and then we're going to make the box, okay? We're using 2 stamp sets, Peekaboo Forest and One More Year. I'm going to take some tape, and I'm going to cover up part of the greeting. I only want to stamp Happy Birthday. So I'm just going to use this tape to cover up those other words. And then I'm going to ink it up with my Memento ink. Take off that tape. And then make sure you leave room to die cut this. We're going to be die cutting it with our stylish shape dies. Now we're going to stamp the raccoon and the bear. These are the dies we're using today, the Nested Essentials dies, and then the Coordinating Peekaboo Forest, and the Stylish Shapes. So this is going to cut out that, and then the raccoon and the bear. So I have done this in advance, and here are those images. And now we're going to color them with our Stampin' Blend markers. Okay, so we're using Pretty in Pink, Smoky Slate, and Pecan Pie. And I have these free labels over on my blog for you to label your Stampin' Blend markers. So let me get my Stampin' mat. This just helps to see. So I'm going to start with the Pretty in Pink. And then we're going to take the dark Pecan Pie. And now the light. Now let's take the dark Smoky Slate. And the light Smoky Slate. You want to make sure that you color far enough down so that that gets covered up when you hook this onto the greeting, okay? So you have 2 pieces of Pool Party cardstock that measures 5 7/8 by 4 7/8. And we are going to turn it on the 5 7/8 inch side, and we're going to score it at 1 1/8 on both sides. So just flip it and 1 1/8. Let's do the same thing to this one. So 1 1/8 and 1 1/8. Then on the 4 7/8 side, you're going to score it at 1 7/8. And you're going to do that on both sides. So 1 7/8. And 1 7/8. That's why I like this Simply Scored scoring tool. It makes it really easy to see those measurements. Now on the 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 piece of Pool Party cardstock, you're going to score score it at 1 inch on all 4 sides. So 1 inch, 1 inch, and 1 inch. And then you've got 2 pieces of copy paper that measure 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, and you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/2, and 2. And you're going to do that to both pieces. So 1/2 inch, whoops, 1 inch, 1 1/2, and 2. You're going to use your bone folder and fold on all of these score lines. And then now we need to do the same to those copy paper pieces. You don't really have to burnish those unless you want to. Okay, so now these two pieces look exactly the same, so we're going to cut them exactly the same. So I'm going to cut up to that score line, and then I'm going to trim or angle cut that tab, okay? You'll notice on my box template that it does say to angle cut that. And the same thing on this one. Okay, for the 5.5 by 5.5 piece, cut up to the score line, and then you're going to angle cut both sides. And you're going to do this on both sides. So we're done with this side. Now flip it over and do this side. Now I did make this very same box on my live video the other night. And if you like those live videos, you're welcome to watch that. They're made exactly the same. I didn't change anything. Okay, so this is going to get my Stampin' Seal Plus. Bring that up. And that one. And that one. Okay, so the inside box is complete. Now for this part, what we're going to do is we're going to attach these tabs to this outside piece. Most often you see me attach them on the inside. We're not doing that today. We're attaching it to the outside, okay? So I'm going to put my adhesive here, and you can use tear and tape if you want to. So I'm just going to fold that over and attach that there. And the same thing here. Whoops. Okay, so that part's done. Don't attach these sides yet. We are going to be putting adhesive there, but you don't want to do that yet. So now let's do the same thing to this one. So go ahead and add your adhesive. I can see I left a piece there. And right here. And you're going to attach that to the outside. Okay, so now what we're going to do is attach these pieces inside here, okay? I am going to use my tear and tape for this part. It makes it a little bit easier, I think. So in my box that I shared on Tuesday, I put a roll of our Stampin' Up ribbon inside. In the one that I'm sharing today, I have 4 of our Stampin' spots in there. It will hold all sorts of candy. So whatever type of gift, it will also hold like a bracelet. It measures 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 by 1 inch. Okay. So let's go ahead and attach this first one. So you're going to put it right in the middle, and it's okay if it's a little crooked. It's just going to hold this slider, right? So just like that. So we're going to peel that adhesive backing off. And then you're going to slide this in there, just like that, okay? And then press. So here's our first one, okay? Now we're going to do the same thing to this piece. So just peel that backing off the adhesive. And peel the backing off of this one. Okay, that's what it looks like right now, okay? So we just need to add our adhesive to these side panels, and tear and tape is preferred for this part. I'm just going to use one piece. Okay, let's turn it over and add the tear and tape over here. And maybe you should add this here before you add your sliders, but I didn't want to do that and then accidentally attach the sides before they're ready, right? Oh, it's sticking to me. Okay, there we go. So now when you seal this, you're just going to attach it to this piece right here, okay? I'm just going to do one side at a time because I don't want the other side to accidentally stick to anything else. Okay, there's that one. Oops. There we go. And the last one. So I know when you look at this box at first, it looks really intimidating, right? But as you can see, it's pretty easy to make. Okay, so we want to attach our designer series paper. I believe this is called Country Woods. And I'm going to use my liquid glue. This is a cool pattern too, right? All the supplies will be listed on my free PDF over on my website. So all the measurements, just like my regular PDFs. I believe these measure 3.5 by 1 3/4. But like I said, the measurements will be on the free PDF. You're going to take 22 inches of the white ribbon. So this is how you keep it closed. And what I'm going to do is make sure it's straight before I tie it. I'm just going to make a bow over here. You want to leave the tails long enough so that you can untie and retie the box. If you cut them too short, then you can't tie it and retie it, right? Okay, so I'm going to take the 2 layers here and glue them together. Just like that. And then you're going to take the greeting and you're going to attach these guys just like that. Now I want to go ahead and put adhesive on them. You could just put a dimensional on the back of them if you want, but I like adding just a little bit of glue right there on that tab. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, so we'll attach the raccoon first. Isn't that such a cute face? And then now the bear. And then turn that over and add dimensionals. So I'm going to place 1 on each of them and then 2 on the greeting. And then it's going to get attached just like that. So when you're attaching this, cover up the white area, okay? So to attach this, you're going to add dimensionals on the left side only. I put these away and I shouldn't have. So just flip it over, left side only. Make sure you put it at the top. Well, messed that one up. The top and the bottom, not in the middle, because that would go over the ribbon and then you wouldn't be able to slide it, right? So it's going to attach like that. Don't forget, if you guys liked this project, to give me a thumbs up. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate that. And then now we have the embellishments. These are the neutral matte dots. And if you would like to order any of the product that I used today, it's all on my Stampin' Up website. And the supply list on my blog will have the link to everything. Okay, come on. And don't forget to print your free PDF over on my website. Yeah, that's important too, right? Okay, so again, inside this one has the Stampin' Spots. And then inside this one, we have a roll of ribbon. But it will also hold candy as well. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.